As part of your history studies, you'll be asked to analyse historical sources. One of the simplest of the analysis skills to learn is the ability to identify a source's origin. This video will explain what source origin is, show you how to identify it, and provide you with some examples to help you out. Let's begin. Welcome back to another History Skills video. Today we're looking at how to analyse a source's origin. Source origin is one of the 6 analysis skills you will need to develop when studying history. The others are information, perspective, context, audience, and motive. I've made videos on each of the other skills which you can find in the description section below. In this video we'll only be exploring source origin. So what is source origin? The origin of a source, simply put, is the ability to explain where a source came from and who created it. In most instances, it requires you to state 2 things. Firstly, the name of the source creator, and secondly, the type of source that it is, whether it's a book, a letter, a newspaper article, a painting, and so on. For example, this source is a photograph by John Smith, or this is a book by Barry Allen. So how do you identify origin? In order to state these 2 things, you'll need to conduct some background research. Use the internet to find out who created the source and what kind of source it is. Often, if you can find the bibliographical reference of a source, it is easy to find the name of the creator, as it is listed first in the reference. For example, in the following bibliographical reference, you can see that the author's name is Holland J. By the way, as a general rule of thumb, if you cannot find the name of a source's creator, it is usually not a good source to use in a research task. However, there are some historical sources, like a Greek vase, that may not have a known creator. In these instances, you need to state where the source came from or the culture or specific location that produced it. For example, you can state that the creator of a Greek vase was an ancient Athenian potter. Once you identified the creator, next take some time to look at what type of source it is. The more precise you can be, the better. For example, it's better to say that the source is an academic journal rather than simply saying it is a modern source. Or that saying that a source is an ancient Greek vase rather than saying it is a primary source. Now that you know what source origin is and how to identify it, let's look at some examples to increase your confidence in the process. In our first example, we will look at a very famous work called Macbeth. A bit of background research will reveal the fact that it was written by William Shakespeare. It will also show you that Macbeth is a play. This is important because even though we read this work in the form of a printed book, it is intended to be performed as a play by actors. As a result, in regard to the origin of this source, we can say William Shakespeare wrote the play Macbeth. For our second example, we'll look at another famous work known as the Mona Lisa. Again, after conducting background research, we discover that it was created by Leonardo da Vinci. What's more, we find out that the Mona Lisa is a painting. Therefore, in response to a question about the origin of the Mona Lisa, we can say that it was a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Now you have a better understanding of what source origin is, I hope that you feel more confident in your studies. If you need further explanations, examples and advice, head over to historyskills.com and I'll see you next time.